Welcome back to Vibrating Higher. I am Intoria Nicely, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining me for episode 2. In this episode, I will be talking about dying empty, and I hope you're ready. I hope you pick up some nuggets to grow and learn and be everything you desire to be. So, today's Sunday. On Thursday morning, I woke up tossing and turning, and this has been happening a lot lately because I'm being productive. I am producing. I am creating things that I feel are meant for me to create. My mind was running with things I couldn't catch. I was just like, oh my gosh, it's too much. I got overwhelmed. Just thinking on the things that I need to do. Oh, my mind was going, I need to do this, I need to do that. And then Alexa came in. Alexa woke me up at 6 a.m. because that's the time I wake up. And I yelled at her like I always do. Okay, Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop, girl. Like, she does the most. And I have to remember in that time, in that moment, that, oh, I've been granted another day. I've been blessed with another day, another chance, another opportunity to be something, to do more. And I like to think on this often. To whom much is given, much is required. And if you are given a day, if you wake up, if your eyes open, if you breathe in air, then you have the responsibility to do something with that day. Whether it be something for yourself, something for others, but I do not believe in not doing anything. And that is touching on my next episode, but I'm gonna leave that right there. So in this mindset of needing to do something, needing to be more, coming from a place of not wanting to do anything, there was a time where I would leave and I would be gone, and not do anything. I would lay around, I would disappear. And I told myself I would never go back there. So this year I started searching for podcasts, people, books, anything that could help me acquire my purpose, that could help me identify and help me hone in on where I need to be in this world, who I need to be in this world. I believe that if you want to be successful, you follow people that inspire you, who you believe are successful. And we also need to change our idea of what success is, because we always attribute success to money, and that isn't always the case. Success can just be happiness. Success can be joy. Success can be not where I was yesterday. But success drops nuggets. Those people that you admire, follow them. See what they're doing. See, how they're doing it, what they're seeing, how they got there. Everyone's story matters, and everyone has a story, which is why I started out this series with my story in hopes that you went back into your life and created your story, saw the things in your life that made you realize, oh, I've been through a lot and I've gotten through a lot. So I started listening to a podcast hosted by Dr. Elder Vikki Johnson. That's a mouthful, but she is a very successful individual in her life and who she is. And she interviews women that are living their truth and tackling and accomplishing their desires of their hearts. At the end of her podcast, and I want to get this right, at the end of every podcast, she says, go out, live full, live out loud, so you can die empty. And that hit me. And before I heard her say this, there were questions in my mind similar, like, what will they say when you die? What are you leaving behind? Or how will you be remembered? All of those things were in my head, but it wasn't until she said, die empty, that it clicked. I want to leave it all behind. I want every gift and talent and love and everything that I have within me. I want to pour it out on every single day that is given to me. I don't look at dying empty as a removal, but as an embrace. If that makes sense, I want that to be able to be understood. So emptiness means to take out, you're removing something, emptying something out. But when I hear die empty, I hear in an embrace of yourself, because you can't pour anything out if you don't believe in it, if you don't trust it, if you don't love it. You're not going to be able to give your all. So this means having a level of love, a level of trust in who you are. Another way I like to look at this is, just like the world requires the sun to exist and be and grow and blossom, your world, everything that you touch and every body that you touch needs your light, requires your light. I used to get overwhelmed by my gifts and talents, and I used to and still do question my abilities. And what I now realize is that I was shrinking myself because I assumed that someone in this world would think or say something negative about anything I produced. Was that a truthful fact? Did it happen? Maybe twice. But I created this idea in my mind that if I do or say anything, someone will be like, oh girl, you need to stop. But it wasn't a fact. And I allowed 2 situations in my life to cause me to step back. And sometimes it's not other people creating those negative ideas, it's yourself. Why create negative scenarios in your mind when you can create positive scenarios that lift you up into being more than what you are right now? Decide right now to change the scenario that you have going on in your head about yourself. Right now, the whole world has slowed down. Do you understand that? The entire world has slowed down. It is time to fall in love with who you are. Fall in love with where you are. Everybody is so ready to be at a level that they're not ready to be at. You have to love the process. You have to love the journey. And this love of self is required if you are going to die empty and give the world everything that you are. I believe that if it is in you, then it is for you. That desire that you have, that dream that you have, that interest that you have. If it's in you, it's for you. And I also believe that if you focus on it, the universe will also focus on it. If you pay attention to it, the universe will provide you everything that you need for it. But you have to dig in. You have to dig deep. And you really have to understand who you truly are, because if it's not truly for you, if you see somebody doing something and you're like, oh, I can do that too, and you're not truly in love with it, it's not going to happen for you, baby. And it's hard for people. I understand that it's hard for people, because I understand that it was hard for me to start where I was, to start where I am, because we believe that we should have everything we need. But if we understand that we are human, and we have the ability to evolve, to learn, to grow, then why can't we understand that that thing that we love and are interested in will blossom over time? But we have to give it time. We always look at people we admire and we see the things that they create and the things that they're able to do at the level that they're on. But we never understand how they got there. This is the best thing I've heard all year. Don't judge their breakthrough if you're not ready to go through their been through. Listen, do not judge somebody's breakthrough if you haven't been through their been through. Okay? We all have a process that we must go through. Life isn't easy. Life isn't going to hand us anything. We have to work for it. And how you work for it is what you have been given today. In this moment, it's important to know that what you have in your heart, in your mind, in your possession is enough to start right now. You know, because more will come. But if we do not give our all, pour out to the world the gifts that we've been given, the desires of our heart, what makes you think that more will be able to come in? We must pour out so that we can be able to receive wholeheartedly more. I'm really tempted to start giving those who watch this homework. Like, really use this time to identify a trajectory for your life. Identify your gifts and talents. Identify the things that you love and you want to do. And if you don't know that, then that's your first step. It's who am I? What do I love? What do I want to do in this world? So let us become the sun of our worlds. Everything you touch, every heart that you touch, make sure you handle it with care. Make sure that you become the best at whatever you do. Trust that you have everything you need inside of you to succeed in this moment. Trust that the universe will pour into what you pour into. And I want to leave you with this, and I'm going to read it because I'm not going to mess it up, okay? Remember to live full, live out loud, so you can die without regrets and with the knowledge that you gave your life all that was within you. Thank you for tuning in to episode 2 of Vibrating Higher. I really hope that you use this downtime to discover who you are, to identify your gifts and talents, to step in to your gifts and talents, whatever they might be, but just be, just do. And your story is different from my story. Through Monday through Friday, I'm go, go, go. Sometimes on the weekend too, but that's because I have a vision for where I desire to be. So start developing your vision. Start developing, what you see yourself being. One of the best things someone ever asked me was, who do you see yourself being? Like, literally create it in your mind. And that can really help you focus in and hone in on the things that you should be pouring out. I really hope that you stay tuned to episode 3 coming out next week. And if you follow me on Instagram, I will definitely share more about that. And if you're interested in listening to the podcast for Dr. Elder Vikki Johnson, I will put her information in the description below. But thank you again from the bottom of my heart. You guys have a great week.